if somebody outside the Briarwood comes in and gets hurt, they could claim some kind of.
Quite possibly.
Okay, makes sense.
How long are those dumpsters going to be sitting somewhere?
I'm shooting out the top of my head because I haven't read the contract in a while. I think we can hold it for a week. Is it a weekend?
I think so.
You know, the thing to consider as a fact is if you put it in an area that's not being monitored, such as the grounds here or something like where y'all are, if we put it up here on 155, passing traffic will utilize. So we can't make a situation for the public at large outside the city itself to take advantage of. So we need to concentrate in some area that they wouldn't feel obliged to take advantage of the.
Okay, all right. Fire chief, I got a question.
Okay.
We got cameras in the back. What about your new grass back there in the back?
Well, I mean, we can do that. I mean, that's fine. We could move these trucks over here and put it over here on the side. But what I can tell you what Chandler does, they have them dropped off on Friday, and they have the prisoners there Saturday. Everybody dumps off Saturday, and then they pick them up Sunday night or Monday morning. They don't leave them for a whole week.
That would be better.
Yeah, I think
They use the prisoners to help people unload.
Cleanup or two at the most.
But we can move these trucks and stuff on the end down here, and
They put it right there in that
we can
spot?
probably get 2 over there.
I'm talking about a roll-off.
Yes, sir. We can probably get at least 2 over there, if not 3.
Okay, Lee, why don't you, your project, why don't you work on a day, fire chief, and you work on getting the stuff here. Yeah, you asked for stuff, I ain't gonna do everything by myself.
I'll do it for the city, yes.
Okay, good. Yeah, I'm start delegating.
So that's what's gonna happen then? We're gonna let Lee figure out a day and
Let Lee figure out a
you're gonna
day.
figure out a
That's
place.
pretty much what it's all about.
Yeah.
There's more to it than those chairs.
And we talked Mr. Graham and the paper whenever we decide on it.
No, because we'll get people down there for prices down. Just like this, like our dumpster out here. Thursday, it was fine. Friday morning and Saturday when I walked away with my dog, guess what? It's coming out of the thing. Because my fire chief didn't put the lock back on the dumpster the way it's supposed to be. The combination goes through the little hole and you lock it. If you don't, anybody can access it. So now I know why they're not worried about Mars picking up trash, they're throwing it now.
Ron, when is y'all's homeowner association meeting?
This Thursday.
Do y'all want to qualify something before Thursday so we can communicate it to the,
We just qualified.
I know that, but I mean for
I
Ron's
just think
meeting.
Briarwood, getting it into there is gonna be a deal.
Traffic.
Yeah. And we don't want them, I think, y'all just did it not long ago, right?
We did
Yeah,
there.
it's something partial or whatever.
We don't pass off any liability on their organization.
We'll do it over here. We'll do it over here. Let's just do it over there. Y'all coordinate it. Let's just do it over there. And we got cameras.
And how do you let the citizens know if that's the day that we're gonna do it?
Well, we got 2 ways we can do that. We can either go through the mail, or we can put it in the newspaper.
Goes to the mill, it costs.
Well, yeah.
Probably costs more than it does give Mr. Graham.
I don't know, Judge, what about that new hot mail stamp machine you got? Can you crank it up?
That's court. It's only designated for the court right now.
It's what?
It's only designated for the court.
I bought it. We can use it.
But it's only designated.
Well, isn't it,
If I can have fun, I won't do it.
I thought the city had a postage machine of its own.
No, just
well,
We have
listen,
a mail out, but I don't know, what's the price on the mail out? What did we figure that was?
hello.
What do you want?
Over the past few years, I've acquired a little bit of knowledge about that. But there's a thing that they have now, it's every door direct. And you don't even have to have the person's name. You can just select an area you want it to go to, just say like Coffee City. You have it printed up and you pay, it comes out to be like 15 cents a piece. And for, one letter is 45 cents, so 3 for the cost of 1.
right.
And you just send it box holder, and you put on there, clean up day this way, and whatever information you want them to know, and just send it to the people in Coffee City.
Like a flyer with an
It's a
address on
flyer,
it.
I saw
and you
that
can print it
advertised.
yourself,
That's right.
or the post office will help you print it. And I just want everybody to know, I'm not sitting here as a representative of the Postal Service, it's just knowledge that I have.
We know you're just
for-
volunteering to do this for us.
We got the city.
Oh, the dog.
Approximately 900 mailing addresses in city property.
900 times
Well, you got all the people in
4.5.
Briarwood too.
404 meters for Briarwood Bay.
That's what we want to do.
Huh?
That's including them.
How many
404
meters?
active meters at Briarwood Bay. There's 900 active, or in the common city property.
And these are the
So
400.
Donna, you gonna handle this for
Does
us?
that count?
Do you think I don't have enough iron in the fire? I'll talk to you when the meeting's over. When there's no witnesses.
Okay, tell you what, that's a great idea with Donna here.
Yeah.
Still gonna cost a little money. I tell you what, we just run the risk of, we just put it in the paper.
Well, I'll tell you what I can do. There's a representative that'll come out here and show you how to do it and set it up for you. So you want me to arrange that to have them come talk to you?
This is a brand new thing. I've seen.
It's a brand new
Fire department
thing.
I'm saying that, but I'm like, the newspaper won't cost us nothing but an ad. This will cost 15 cents per letter, and we got, what, approximately 1,200 people?
900 mailing addresses in the
900
city property.
We'll run it as news, it won't cost you
Yeah.
any.
But how many people don't take the paper? There's lots of people who
Well,
don't
Warren,
take.
that may help. And then Ron, if we schedule,
Put some flyers up in the stores.
Yeah.
if we give enough latent time between now and doing it, Ron can communicate to his group. Maybe we can approach some of the other homeowner associations, let them distribution.
Well, if Chris and I can find something out by, when do you need to know something? Tomorrow evening, the latest?
Well, no,
If you want it in this week's paper, we need it by tomorrow afternoon.
Probably not gonna be by this week.
well, that won't give us,
We won't have the date by then. When are you gonna come up with the date? You and the fire chief got to collaborate
and
first.
then allied.
Right, and then we gotta go with Allen and make sure they can do it.
All that.
So if you put those wheels in
What I'm
motion,
saying is, if I have it together by tomorrow, can I call Mr. Graham and have to put a paper?
Sure.
And ask him,
you have it together by tomorrow. Sure.
And when if I don't get done by tomorrow,
That's time, right, man?
And then shoot
I
for the
will
next
I will let
week.
him know,
Following week.
I'll let him know the following week or the week after. Mr. Mayor.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I appreciate it. All right, so, all right, this is all right here. I like that. Okay, so
That's a good idea, Lee.
we got a system in place. All right, we're gonna move on to the next item. Where is Potty? Is he here? Good.
Ray, you'll intercede questions in?
I'll try.
Okay.
Okay, here's the bottom line. Last week you asked me, not last week, I'm sorry. Last month you asked me if you have time to go back and look at this track and analyze it, I guess, or whatever you want to do. And I'm gonna make a statement, then I'll hear statements from you. And again, I don't carry a vote. I got a whole bunch of common sense. Too much sometimes. You had the hours, the Potter, fire chief, and Baywatch. You had the hours they actually work per week, i.e. per month. This would be a no-brainer. And I say that because if they're not here in person, they're on call. If you ask the folks in Briarwood Bay how much they appreciate what Potter has done over there, he's invaluable. And the reason I say that, and I'm not going to preach, but the reason I say that, Potter came and got me one Sunday. He said, my boss said, he don't know what I do. He said, you got 2 hours? Potter took me to Briarwood Bay, named about every dope house and the occupants. What you want me to do? I said, I want you to do nothing yet. Potter took me other places. Potter, you can't put a dollar sign on what he does. Now, I had Shalina write this up. I mean, do this up. If we actually pay him what he's worth, if you count the overtime and all that, he's worth $60,000 a month. We only paying 28. This don't take a master's degree. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. Sorry, you got me going. A year. He's worth 60. And that conversation me and you had with him, he told you he's worth a lot more than what he's getting paid. Here's my problem. And I don't vote, but y'all, you do your own thing. Here's my problem here. We don't have a 3 officers now that's working, basically working. The reserves come in when they want to, how they want to, if they want to. We're gonna put a little bit more pressure on them here to get some more minutes. But those three working like, I don't know what. And Potter is saying, he won't tell you this, but he said to you, to the city council, to the citizens of Coffee City, hey, I do this for you out of the goodness of my heart. I need to have some stability in my life. Now, we don't want to give him that stability. He's gonna walk. And where else you gonna find a $60,000 cop for $28,000? If you can figure that one out, I'll shut up. I mean, it is what it is.
I want to say one thing. One day last week, I pulled a double at work, got off at 15, pouring down rain. I did 45 miles an hour all the way home. I get on this bridge and there's some drunk in the opposite direction going too fast. T-bones the bridge. I waited 10 to 15 minutes. You know the only person that showed up was Potter. Pouring down rain. No GPS, no Smith County, no Hampton County.
And it don't take them long to get here. I've had to call him for some other things, but I'm not gonna go into that. But he'll look at you crazy with a coffee in his hand and tobacco on the side of his mouth. But for the work he does, we're not even paying him half what he's worth. You know what it takes for 3 people to officiate, to run this whole thing, what we call Coffee City, and to stay on call if nothing else, you know? I mean, it is what it is, folks. They're working their butts out. You might not see it. I see it because I'm here. I know how many calls the fire chief had yesterday before I get to talking about him. About 10 or 13. I got my radio back. So, city council members, didn't you have anything to say? Right now you said, so I'm gonna open it up for the audience. Let Donna say what she wants to say.
Does the audience have a copy of this?
No,
Probably not.
but I don't need a copy.
Anybody got anything to say?
I have a lot to say.
Go ahead.
I mean, there's a lot of things in this particular contract that I have issues with. I don't have a problem with Potter having a contract, but it's some of the items that are in here, and I can go through them, and I would like to go through them, and I will. What you said about the, you know, his hours and his working and whatever, I agree with you 100%. I think most policemen are underpaid. I will add this with the Briarwood Bay people that are here. When we discussed annexation of Briarwood Bay, under the service plan, we looked at, and John, I see you shaking your head in agreement with me, that we were going to not need to do anything extra, add anything to our budget, change anything. It was under what we currently have to take care of Briarwood Bay. So now that we're taking care of Briarwood Bay, now we've got him coming and asking for quite a bit more.
Quite a bit more what?
Well, he wants a 4-year contract, first of all. I think a period of 4 years is too long. I think a 1-year contract
What's that have to do with Briarwood Bay?
is, what I had to say about Briarwood Bay, if you would be listening, was that now we are wanting, we're saying that there's issues or problems. Our police department isn't happy, they're overworked. Well, they're overworked because they got a lot more citizens they have to handle now.
How about no words? I
I
mean,
thought he wanted security, now that the hours changed.
There is no, I understand what she's saying, but here, go ahead.
is he working more hours now than what he was before?
No.
Okay.
He's just complaining about it now. He wasn't complaining about it before.
Well, he's not complaining.
There's not an
He's
elevation
asking for
in pay
jobs.
request here. This is
Stability.
more
I
or
know.
less this.
But that's my issue. I would much rather see him get a pay increase than the terms that are in this contract.
Really?
Yeah, because,
What he's complaining about basically is, we're doing the same work, you know, Briarwood Bay, we answer calls, yes, at night. But the website that's going around saying they're gonna dissolve the police department.
Ray, we don't want to hear about
They're
the
gonna sell the
website
police
tonight,
vehicles.
please. That has nothing to do with
That's
Coffee
why
City
he's-
business. That has
he's
nothing to
concerned
do
for
with
his
Coffee
job.
City business.
It's not, he's not complaining.
It's a private.
Please.
Police yourself. There's a lot of websites out there, John. If you're not happy with what's going on with one, just don't look at it.
When the city council
It's not
member's husband
hustling,
is posting, and it's,
I'm
this is
not-
coming off the
Ray, I'm not
website,
acknowledging
that's
you
his
right
concern.
now.
Is
Do I
he's
still have
afraid
the
if,
floor about one?
that they're gonna try to come in and dissolve the police
Mayor.
department. So, that's the
Okay.
deal.
You started that back when you started the campaign, way back in, when Glenn Bork was here. You were saying that about Mr. Waitman, and now you're still saying it, and you're still here. So what is your complaint?
I'm not complaining.
Sure you are.
She asked a simple question, I gave her an answer.
Thank you.
Good job.
Well, he's talking about.
She's trying to put the blame on Briarwood Bay, and it's nothing to do with Briarwood Bay.
I don't
Right.
understand how that's an
I
issue.
don't know, I didn't even hear
What
what he
does that
said.
have to do with his contract?
Okay, here's the bottom line. Here's the bottom line, and you know, you can read a book one way and I can read another way, and we come up with two different definitions. What Potter is asking for is job stability. He's asking for job stability, to know that he's gonna have a job. If he puts in the effort to do the things well up and beyond his call of duty, he wants the city to say, okay, we're gonna bag you. That's it. He's not asking for any extra money, he's asking for a contract.
I bet
Okay?
Darlene Jordan would like the same thing. I bet Lee Ferris would like the same thing.
A police job?
No, John, really. Job security. I think they would like a 4-year contract where they're working. That's just not.
After 21 years at Mother Francis Hospital, I don't have a 4-year contract. I'm what you would call an at-will employee, which is what the city used to have.
That's what
If
Texas
we were
is.
if we were not satisfied with the job performance, we had the right, or if the employee had the right to terminate their employment. We did not have contracts. This is something that came in after I left the council, because this did not happen.
And they used to pay y'all.
Ms. Jordan, have you read this article right here where it says this?
John, that has nothing,
Yes,
John,
Well, a lot of
that
things
has
change.
nothing to do.
Have you read
That
that?
has
A
nothing
lot.
to do.
We had
$400.
CDs when I was.
Okay,
in
okay,
there.
okay.
Y'all
Mr.
went
Jordan,
through
have you
like
read
water.
this right
Well,
here?
we don't have any now. 'cause
Y'all
we got
went
4
through it.
police cars.
Mayor, if he goes to talk to everybody else, the rest of us are gonna do the same thing.
But what she's
Now,
saying,
because I call this damn me to in and get my contract myself.
okay,
Now,
this is what I want to
slow
say.
down.
But I want to correct what
probably
she's
would.
saying.
I
She's
probably
saying-
would. I ain't got no reason to lie to you.
Well, I just want to say this, she's saying that this is like a blank check to stay here for 4 years. That's not what it is. Right here it says he can be terminated for just cause.
Yes.
Okay.
That's a
That's
That's what
broad
it says in the
statement.
contract.
That's a real broad
And
statement,
like
and
you,
there's more
Mrs.
in
Jordan,
here.
you can be terminated for just cause, but chances are they're going to keep you on with the hospital
I have one
until
question.
they have just cause to terminate.
It might be contract.
Could we take article by article and then go to questions on that?
Yeah, I think that'd be good.
Yeah, I think
Mayor, why
that'd be a
not?
good idea,
I think
too.
it's important.
I like
I think
it.
that's the only way we're gonna be able to get through it.
Okay.
Well, yes,
I
I
mean,
would
we
like to
can zoom
ask
too.
Councilman Jordan, do you put your life at risk every day for somebody? Do you?
Mayor, are we
Any,
in somebody
any job,
now?
Miss Drop,
I thought we were
Miss
gonna
Graham,
discuss this
any
before we
job
allowed the
that you're
citizens.
employed in, there's a chance that you, that either a crazy
But
man
you
will come in here.
chances, but the
Y'all making so much
policeman's
out of this.
chances are greater than yours. So I see a need for a contract of stability. You're not out there with a gun looking for
We have
somebody that may
insurance, he's
shoot you.
insured, that's.
Well,
He
that has
wasn't
nothing to
until
do
we
with
give it
what
to
I'm
him here
saying.
recently.
That has nothing to do with what I'm
He didn't
saying.
have health insurance.
You're not
He told
putting
me
your
that,
life
Potter,
at
he didn't have
risk.
health insurance
And this
until
officer
we give
did.
it to him. He didn't have health insurance.
okay,
until
let's
recently.
go. People, we're getting too far.
Well, you want to go through this quickly?
Y'all can go through it quickly.
No, Mayor,
Pam,
I
you wanna
believe
kick it
I was
off?
speaking about Article number 1, about
Well,
that section. before I
Everybody was
cut
speaking,
off.
Ms. Gross. Everybody.
I'm just telling you.
Yeah, well, that's the problem. I got a bad habit of not hearing. You have to
Okay.
spell it when you talk.
I know.
Okay. What article y'all want to go through?
Start off with Article 1.
No, start, y'all discuss it.
All right,
We're
I'm
done.
starting off with Article 1.
Article 1, I don't agree with 48 months term.
I would like to see it say 12.
12 years?
I'd like to see.
Months, Johnny, just didn't agree with 48 months, and I would like to see it say 12. Could you keep up?
I'd like to go somewhere.
You're all on a
between-
first name basis again? now?
Jeez.
I'd like to go somewhere between 12 and 24 months. Does anybody have an idea? John?
24 months.
I'd like to see it to be
I would like,
12.
I would not want to see it for 12. I would, if you think that that's more proper, at least 24. And that would be my minimum.
Do we need to vote on each one of these?
I'd like to go through it and then.
Or are we just gonna draw a general consensus and go through the whole contract and then vote?
I think we're going to have to go through it.
All right, I got 24 months. I'm gonna run this situation here. So we got 24 months going 3 times? 2 against Robin?
No.
Just go through the whole thing first.
I'm trying to get it.
I understand what you're trying to do.
All right.
Okay, well, what do you think, Darlene? How many months do you think it should be?
I think 12, I think 12 or 1 year.
Correct.
Because of the financial condition the city is in, we need to see how the money's gonna be running. Because on down in this contract, we're gonna be paying him for a whole year's salary.
We ain't got to that part. We're going to get to that part.
Well, that, it's all contingent on, it's really contingent on the length of the
Right now, we're going
contract.
article by article.
Okay, so let's come back and revisit the length of the contract when we're done. Could we do that?
But I will say one thing, and y'all all know this, that the city police they make well beyond what we spend on them as far as vehicles, insurance, and their income. Y'all need to remember
You mean they
that.
bring that income into the city?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Y'all, that is one thing we do need to remember. They do make money for the city.
But we're not.
Well, let me.
Yes, I agree.
I do.
Because
Let me-
if you're concerned about the city, the financial future of the city, but if the police department's paying for themselves, it's not costing the city anything.
Hold on, Lee, just a second. Let me interject something. And I know some of you, like Ms. Dawson, Mr. Rutledge, Ray Wakeman, all them, y'all take a thing and you pull up what we make every month as far as a city. And if you know, we've kept this city afloat since our last big check in December. Who the hell you think kept this city afloat?
I believe you did, Mayor. You
No,
took the
it
money
wasn't.
out of savings, you took the money, I mean.
Well,
you
what I'm
take it out
saying,
of
and
the
what I'm trying to
Southside
say is
account.
this, is that the police department was very, very valuable in keeping this city floating because it's not our fault we wouldn't get paid by city. It's not our fault, I'm not gonna take black for it.
Right.
But if it wasn't for the police department, we could have very well not been able to pay people a couple of months. Matter of fact, I might have had to fire a couple of people. So it just supporting what you say. The police department makes quite a bit of money, and I'm not saying that we're banking on that, but it helps to know that it's during, in case, as a matter of fact, we talk about, I don't even want to go to this budget thing. But anyway, I had to pull $10,000 out of their account just to make payroll last month, and I'm through with it. Just to make payroll.
Not to mention if we have, and of course, we've got all the new cars I think we need for a while, but you know, if an emergency comes up and you need something, is that enough city court income to take care of that sort of thing? I mean,
Are you saying
Go ahead,
that?
finish
that's why I
discussion.
think we need to look at a budget and see exactly where we are, what we're doing, but we'll move on. I'm not gonna hold
We
it
do
up
have a
over that.
budget here tonight, but what I'm saying is,
Well, me
is
too.
like, we need to kind of agree on this rapidly through these articles, and,
Why rapidly through these articles?
well, because I don't want to be here all night.
I don't either.
So
but
I'm
not
saying,
gonna let the
I'm
city,
saying
you
on
know,
the,
get us into a
on
jam that we
section
don't
one
need
of
to
the
be in.
duration, you say 12 months, she says 12 months, he suggested 2 years. I'll go for that. How about you, John?
That's me. That's
Next,
what I said
let's
a
go
while
to
ago.
section
Go to
2
next.
now.
That's 3 against 2. We've done it.
And I asked if we could revisit that.
Oh, okay.
You listen
Yeah.
to us vote.
So we're just trying to get a little
John, I don't
consensus
need your
as we go.
comments tonight, okay?
So next one, which one, what's the next one?
Okay, the next
So much
question.
love in here.
Does anybody have any questions on Article 2?
No problem.
Yeah, she said he's in charge, he's the one going over it. So if he listens to you, you have to listen to him.
Thank you, Charlie.
You're welcome.
Okay, are we finished
asked if
Article
we had a
1? Is there
problem.
anything else to discuss
I'm
in
just
Article 1?
not used to y'all
It's
commenting
in
while we're
Article
having a
1.
conversation.
We're in Article
Excuse me.
1. We're in Article 1. Is there anything else to discuss in Article 1?
Yes, Section 5 of Article 1.
Section 5.
I think that need to be removed.
I'd like to see that removed altogether.
Because Because to me, it reads that whoever the council is that comes in, that
They're bound to it. Yeah.
That's part of the agreement.
The contract
That's
is.
what a contract is.
But then-
CEOs come and go.
But the rest of it, if you continue to read on, I have a question about toward the end. It says either party or by any change geographically of place of operation of either party here to something or the other. I don't get that last part isn't written correctly. What does that mean, to change geographically? Like if he moves, because I know later on in here, we're going to discuss him having a take-home car. You know, if he's going to move to Rusk, I don't think we need to be paying 2 cars going back and forth to Rusk.
I think, and it's covered another article.
Another section, but that's my point. What is this purpose of section 5 where it says geographically? What is that talking to?
it's the location.
Where's the person who's supposed to be here
That's
for
talking about
property?
ownership or management of either. Like if the city were, I guess if the city were to move, the city all across town or something?
I'm sure he plagiarized contract. Let me ask if Ray knows the reasoning why they looked at him. Is Ray still there, Chris?
That may be standard language.
But as far as the
Ray,
first part of
you
this,
have a-
being the successors and the signees, that needs to remain, because that would mean if there was a change of council members, then they could dissolve the contract instantly, and that wouldn't be what we're going after here. That would not be a
moved past
binding
that.
contract. Well, I'm just saying, I would not want to change the first part. If you want to change
You
the
said
last
that.
part, you know,
Ray, a clarification on the last line of section 5 in Article 1. He's got some language here that he probably picked up off of the contracts, talks about the change geographically of a place. Would you give an elaboration as to what they're meaning there?
Can you read, I don't have the contract in front of me.
Yeah.
It's right here, section 5.
What page y'all?
John, what it sounds to me like it's a generic term. And first of all, it wouldn't pertain here anyway because the city's not.
You got one there?
I'm wondering if he moves,
Well, these things are normally put in contracts for like companies when they have,
well then if it's not germane to this person's contract, let's take it out.
Well, I
you
think
could either
it's
take
talking
it
about
out or
you-
omit it. I mean, as far as you could overlook it because it's just a generic term. The
He's
city's
talking
not
about
gonna move.
geographically of the place of operations.
Who do I listen to?
His home is not a place of operations.
And if you're worried about the distance of travel and home to work, we can put some literature here later on, just what he supplies us as far as equipment.
That would be a good idea.
Or something like that.
Okay, that was my only question about that term. I just didn't understand it, and I didn't want it to be something that, like I said, he could move anywhere. And
But it's not feasible for a person to take his personal vehicle on a high-speed dash back to this city in order to accommodate a problem. He's got to have an emergency vehicle for that.
well, then he needs to live closer to.
Well, I'm
town.
sorry, Ms. Gross, that he chose to live where he lives. But as
Well,
I'm
where he
saying,
lives now is fine. I'm just saying if he continues to live here, I don't have a problem with it. I just don't want to give him an open thing to say he can move to Oklahoma if he wants
Well,
to.
should we put a mileage on here, like
Well, that's
50
what Lee
miles?
was bringing up.
Or-
Whenever we get to equipment, we'll cover that in equipment.
Okay, what, 30 miles one way?
no, I don't know where he lives.
Well, I think
He lives right there, Noonday.
Where?
Noonday.
Okay, so how far is that?
2 miles.
8 miles? Let's put a moratorium of,
What about 10
30
miles within the city limits or something?
30 miles within the city limits.
30 miles?
He might move to Palestine, isn't that about 30? Okay, 30 miles. All right, there you go. Next, Article 2.
Problem with Article 2. I don't know if anybody else.
John, you go to the.
Okay, yeah, we're on Article 2, I assume. Everybody's fine down to Section 5, are we?
I think section 2, the city agrees that the officer works under and at the direction of the police chief, acting subject to the city council. I think that needs to be added.
Section 2, what needs to be changed?
Right here.
Yeah, I know, I'm
I
ready.
think acting subject to the city council needs to be added to that.